to take you, sneak up from behind. Is it me you say you're looking for? Let me show you who I am and what I'm here for. Here for.
The Wii. Often overshadowed by its PlayStation and Microsoft brethren, the Wii does not earn much of the recognition it deserves. And while there are a vast majority of games that are passable, many often forget about the true gems that—
Hey, what you doing on my countdown?
I just thought I'd help out is all.
Hello all, Speedster here,
And Yessoan.
and today we're counting down the top 30 Wii games.
This list was created by both of our opinions, so they have to be games we've played.
Also, we aren't including any downloadable games, as there are enough games to consider already. And also, there are none of the new E3 releases. We wrote this list in October, and those weren't out yet.
I got a headache.
Good for you. I think we've kept everyone waiting long enough. Shall we begin?
We shall.
We would like to play.
A common consensus in the gaming world is that most movie games suck. But we have to say that Spider-Man 3 is a really fun game. In all honesty, I've never played the game. I'm just reading the script. This one's up to you, Speed.
Thanks, yes! Spider-Man 3 was a great game, because not only did this follow the storyline of the movie well, it had its own little subplots to keep the game from being too short. Also, the combat was cool, and the boss fights were epic. But the main downsides were all the motion controls, which seemed a bit excessive at times, and the black suit in the end being frustrating. What? You expecting more? Well, you can just get a web shot right up your ass!
We would like to play.
Wii Sports Resort is the successor of Wii Sports, and it shows. When the Wii first arrived, the novelty of motion control was amazing, and you couldn't believe what you were experiencing. Slowly, this sensation wore off.
How many of you can honestly say you've played Wii Sports within the last year?
Not me.
That's right, but the key here is the introduction of Wii Motion Plus. It's like picking the remote up for the first time all over again.
As for the actual content, the games in Sports Resort are fun and plentiful. From shooting hoops with your homies, to chucking a frisbee to a dog. The variation is astounding. I would also like to add that there's nothing like smashing a drone on a bridge and watching him fall off.
Priceless.
We would like to play.
What? Sonic with a sword? What the hell is the world coming to? It's the end of the world is starting! We all gonna— Dude, what the hell?
Sorry, you're getting a bit out of hand here. Now, while Sonic may have a sword, that doesn't necessarily mean the game is a worthless piece of hedgehog poop. While it differs greatly from other Sonic games, it is very enjoyable and it still maintains a lot of the classic Sonic speed.
Yeah, and on top of that, has a really great soundtrack, and a few good moments. But the game is quite short, and the multiplayer is lacking in several areas. But wait, he has a sword, right? We can make a penis joke!
Yeah, but we shouldn't.
But we could!
We would like to play.
That's right, 2 in a row!
Bingo!
That's not how that works.
Despite being the predecessor, Secret Rings is slightly better than Black Knight, mostly because of the lack of a sword. In fact, I think that's the only difference.
Actually, this game had a bunch of fun minigames, and different ways to play them, something Black Knight decided to drop for its battle mode.
Huh.
Oh, and the story is different, but nobody cares about that anyway.
We would like to play.
Yarg, booty, and such.
Yes, at this point I would like to say that because I wrote the script, I can make him say whatever I wish.
Anyway, Zack and Wiki is a very unknown game, but one well worth finding. This game may be full of cartoony graphics and stereotypical characters, but it is the best puzzle game on the Wii.
One thing to note about this game is that it is hard challenging, and you will be eating your arms off in fury. But when you figure something out, you experience pure happiness. Until you die again.
You bite your arm off when you're angry?
Yeah, what do you do then?
Rage quit! Or just do this.
play.
Yes, this game is cute, but it has many other merits to it. Kirby's epic yarn may not pose much of a challenge, but it's fun, which is more than you can say about a lot of hard games.
That's right, not only is it fun, but it's crazy creative, causing you to think in the ways of the thread.
The co-op is fun, the minigames are fun, redesigning your house is... and killing thread enemies is fun, and turning into a tank is fun, and getting...
It's fun, get it? Move on.
We would like to play.
Released late into the Wii's lifecycle, a lot of people just dismiss this game as a Mario Party ripoff. But since when is that a bad thing? It has multiple game modes, a ton of minigames, and real-world games where you can be innovative and stuff.
If you're edging out for Mario Party 9 and need something to tide you over, this would be it. The only downsides are that while there are a lot of single-player modes, it's the kind of thing you want to play with friends, and it suffers from the Mario Party luck curse.
Damn you, DICE!
We would like to play.
Mario Strikers Charged is an excellent game, in single-player, multiplayer, and online, if anyone's playing it anymore. Imagine FIFA, but you can smash people into electric fences, use devastating items, and special abilities to own the field.
Tournament mode is challenging, yet fun and rewarding, and every game mode has some form of co-op.
I was always great at this game.
And why is that?
The people I played with would always smash me repeatedly.
I don't see that as a benefit.
But instead of yellow and red cards, I get stars and chain charms. You gonna lose!
We would like to play.
This may make me sound like a bit of a nerd, but I have played both the Wii and PS3 version of Sonic Unleashed all the way through.
Yeah, it does make you sound like a nerd.
Oh yeah? Well, you own almost every single Mario Party, so shut up! Anyway, while I did prefer the PS3 version by a mile, I still have to say that the Wii version was still very enjoyable. The stages were fun, the boss fights were epic, and the music... awesome!
As Speed said, it pales in comparison to the PS3 version.
Yeah, the PS3 version is my favorite Sonic game.
Wait, what?
We would like to play.
A great racing game for all to enjoy. Many people say it's just a copy of Mario Kart, and they'd be right. But if you're going to copy off someone, why not copy the best?
This game had all the features that a kart racer should have. Items, drifting, and tracks with shortcuts. It also had battle modes, tournaments, and a store to unlock stuff from.
It falls flat in several areas, however, such as graphics, difficulty, and a poor selection of battle courses. Also, why is Sonic in a car?
Many of these downsides are ignorable if you have some skills, which a lot of casual gamers in the kart racing demographic may lack, which is a major advantage in good old 20.
We would like to play.
This low on the list? Please explain.
This is where making a list can get difficult, so please calm down while we explain. Yes, Mario Kart is epic. We'd never deny that. Plus sides to the game include sleek graphics, online play, unlockable characters, and all that yummy stuff. As well as the undeniable Mario Kart charm. But does the game have any replay value once you've raced every track, unlocked every character, and gotten tired of being owned by foreign people who must be using hacks? Sure, you'll pull out the game when friends come over, or the family wants to play.
Yeah, right.
But then you'll feel bad that you're obliterating them, go easy, and not have much fun at all.
We would like to play.
Many people criticize this game for being stale and only fun in multiplayer. Did those people mention unlockables, minigames, online play, and dare I say it, a boss battle? No, they just decided to dismiss it as another possible game. This game earns the number 19 spot for its value it has during multiplayer and alone. You'd be crazy not to see great merit in such a polished game.
Don't mind him. He's just a bit annoyed about the low review scores. Another reason that it only lands 19 on this list is it feels empty after about an hour on your own and is very tedious to play.
Shut your face!
We would like to play.
Remember the experience we mentioned before with Wii Motion Plus?
If you don't, you've got a sucky memory.
Red Steel 2 utilizes this experience by adding intuitive combat, allowing you to unleash a fury of slashes, shooting from a distance, or pull off epic combos to bring your enemies to their knees, where you can bitch slap them.
The reason this game wasn't perfect was the game content was lacking, being finished in very short time. Also, you find yourself constantly farming money by destroying garbage around town.
Great game though.
Yeah, definitely.
We would like to play.
Speaking of great games, No More Heroes is an excellent franchise, and No More Heroes 2 makes number 17 on our list.
Blood, gore, sleazy humor, eye candy, retro games, and dick jokes. What more could you ask for in a game? You know, like things like polish, camera controls, and improved frame rates, as an example.
But, in all honesty, this game is quite a letdown after the first one. There was practically no stages before the bosses, no overworld, you didn't have to pay to go to the ranked matches, some of the minigames were downright frustrating, the 2 other playable characters were used horribly, and where the hell did all the assassination missions go? Apart from the boss fights, those were my favorite part of the game!
Okay dude, just calm down.
Maybe you should calm down!
We would like to play.
Sonic Generations was released to celebrate the 20th anniversary of Sonic. But as most people have said, it would have been better if the last few years hadn't happened.
Hey, shut up, Yes! There were a couple of good Sonic games, one appearing, as what some gamers have said, had raised the Sonic series out of the dust, Sonic Colors.
Not only was this game released on Wii, it actually managed to get graphics to the extent of PS3 and 360. Heck, some people originally thought this game was a PS3 game.
This game took all the best features of the Sonic Unleashed Day series and refined them, adding in new abilities and power-ups with a once again amazing soundtrack and a great variety of levels.
But of course, one of the best parts were the story and characters. The plot wasn't too expansive and long, and there were none of Sonic's regular gaggle of pointless characters.
And in the end, Eggman was the main villain for a change!
We would like to play.
Ever want to feel high while not being high? Then there's something wrong with you. On a completely unrelated, yet colourful note, Blob 2 is an excellent sequel that polishes the problems with the first game, while getting more creative in its design. New features include upgrading, co-op play, and an actual set of co-op maps. You also can't forget the humorous cutscenes and the vibrant music to make you really feel the game for what it is. Viva la Color Revolution!
So you don't need my help for this one?
Hey, you got the last 2.
I suppose you want the next one as well. I'm gonna go get a drink.
We would like to play.
The 8th addition to the franchise, and a well-welcome one at that. Although it relies heavily on the gimmick of motion control, minigames are almost designed for this kind of thing. As any Mario Party fan would know, it has an undeniable charm that anybody could enjoy. The tons of extra modes just extend the fun to be had, and is a great game to play with friends. Are you quite done?
Just a sec. Yeah.
We would like to play.
Hey Yessoan, remember the main reason the Wii was overlooked by older gamers?
Wasn't it really because there were no mature games on Wii?
Oh really? Would you believe there was a Wii game with excessive blood?
What?
MadWorld is a game that is so brutal and violent that it just ends up being laughable about how over the top and crazy it is.
On top of that, it draws a lot on retro roots, using a classic point system. And the dialogue and quips from the announcers, including the voice of Bender, just keep you more entertained.
The boss battles were intense, the music was downright catchy, the minigames were epic, and just the whole game was amazing.
And to finish...
We would like to play.
Metroid Other M, an okay game that could use a bit...
Shut up, I know more than you! Metroid Other M is an underrated gem of a video game, which takes some of the best aspects of the 2D Metroids and mixes them together with the 3D Metroids. On top of that, I like how they tried to make Samus a 3-dimensional character, not some boring, tacked-on, buff soldiers who look like they belong in a B-movie. And alongside Sonic Colors, this game's graphics more than live up to high-def standards. The gameplay was fun, the setting was atmospheric, the music was beautifully orchestrated, the characters were interesting, and it had lots of cameos from other games in the series. Take that, you unpleasable dickwads!
Got that out of your system?
I hope so.
We would like to play.
New Super Mario Bros. Wii.
Or just Super Mario Bros. Wii.
You forgot the new part.
Actually, it's not that new anymore. In fact, it's kind of old.
Regardless, the Super Mario action is timeless, with the inclusion of 4-player, screen-sharing, grief-enabled co-op madness, which has become a trend for many upcoming games.
Don't you love it when your friend needs help with collectibles, so you throw him off the edge?
You shall pay for your insolence.
Apart from that, it's Mario. On the Wii.
Go out and buy it! Unless you beat it, in which case, chuck it in a drawer.